I first met Nate Carter, the now senior walk-on running back at BYU, as a freshman when he was playing at College of the Desert in Palm Desert, California. He told me at that time, I'm going to BYU, I'm going to be a walk-on, and that he would play. 3 years later, after all of the dust has settled, Jamal Williams having to withdraw and sit out a year, the spotlight is now on Nate Carter. Does he like it? Is he ready for it? BYU Sports Nation All Access with the running back trying to fill in some of the swag. All right, Nate, day 4 of fall camp. All of a sudden, you've kind of been thrust into the spotlight. How do you feel about the increased attention?
Increased attention, I'm not super excited about that. I'm excited about the opportunity to play. Increased attention, it's kind of, that's kind of, it is what it is, but just super excited to be here. A bunch of great guys out here and great team. The team looks really well, looks really good, and I'm just excited to play. So,
take me to the moment you find out that your role is going to be that much greater because of, the unfortunate news that Jamal's not going to be back.
Yeah, I'd heard talk a little about it, but I didn't jump to conclusions, so I got the actual call from Coach Markey, and he called me, and not gonna lie, like when I first got the call, my heart pounded a little bit, and I just felt I really felt for Jamal. He'd been working really hard, and he's getting his speed back. He looked really good. He's kind of right where he wanted to be for his recovery and things, and then we got the news, and it was tough. But Coach Markey said, hey, we need to get over this and look towards the season, and he expressed his confidence in me, and now I'm just super excited and kind of anxious for the opportunity to play, so I'm excited about it.
Your coaches have been really high on all the preparation you put in over the summer, not only as a runner but as a pass blocker and all the things that go along with that. How do you feel like you got better the most over the summer?
Yeah, I think that honestly it's kind of hard to say one or two things, because we were so, it was running and lifting and skill work, and you can't really figure out how much better you've gotten until you actually come out and play. I think our shape as a team, myself included, but as a team, I'm confident to say that we're in the best shape that we've ever been in, and it was by far the best summer that I've been in my 4 years here in the program. And that's directly translating to how we practice. Like I'm sure you guys heard the intensity was super high yesterday. And there was a few fights and things like that. But that's football. And the coaches understand that. But they're also doing a really good job. Helping us kind of focus. That energy and that intensity. And it's helping our team immensely. We're in great shape. Guys are able to go more plays at a time. And myself included. I'm just very confident in my ability because of how we trained over the summer. So.
With that increased accountability, and yesterday there were fights, so the team was punished when individuals make mistakes, a drop pass, a false start, offsides, there are up-downs. Do you like the increased accountability that I guess then brings, situations where you have to condition more and maybe it's a little bit unwelcome?
Yeah, I think whether we like it or not, we need it, and like yesterday was tough. It wasn't easy to be doing all that, all the conditioning and then go right back in a team and, try and carry the ball or, break down and block somebody, it was hard. But I think that, we realized, especially last season, we had, we kind of fared on the, we kind of had a lot of penalties last year, and especially 15-yarders. And so it's good that we kind of try and connect that, whether it's one person or the whole team, we make a mistake, the whole team pays for it, and so that's our philosophy on the practice field as well. If one person throws a punch, the whole team is going to be punished for that. And so, like I said, I don't know if we really like it, but we need it, and the accountability is there. So.
Your journey's kind of been a long, windy one. I know you and I go back to actually College of the Desert in Southern California. You work your way back up here, walk on, and now you find yourself one of the top 2 running backs on the depth chart. How much of a test in patience has this been for you?
If I didn't enjoy the journey, then it probably would be hard on my patience, But I mean, every year, like even every day, you just come out and love football. I told myself, back in the day when I was running Scout O, and I was the interview earlier, talking about how like I ran Scout O against Ziggy and Jordan Pendleton and Kyle Van Noy, all these phenomenal players that hit really hard, and that was me getting hit. I told myself that people would ask like how's football going and stuff, and I told myself that when I stopped enjoying it, I'd stop playing. But I love coming to practice every day. I love the training aspect, everything about it, and so the journey's been long. But I love it. I love BYU football, and so it hasn't been hard to be patient at all. And now, I think the thing about it is talk about a journey, but it's not to me. It's kind of still in the beginning phase. We got a long season, and I just want to kind of put a good cap on this journey that I've had. So
When Coach Anai says, and he was asked to describe you, dependable, reliable, where he needs to be, looks more explosive. When you hear your offensive coordinator say those things about you, what goes through your mind?
I didn't know he said that. So, for me, it's all about trust. Like I know that they can't throw anyone out there in a game situation because they don't necessarily trust them, and so I just hope that I'm building that trust, especially Coach Anai, because he calls the plays, and I know that for a long time now, Coach Markey's been very clear that, even last season, the season before that, he told me, he's like, Nate, I trust you. Like I know that you go out there, you're gonna know what you're doing, and so my big thing is just try to control the things you can control, and so learning the plays, you can't know every play perfectly, you can't, it's not guaranteed you're gonna catch every ball or things like that, but I just try to do the very best that I can with things that I can control. And so to have, Coach and I say that is, boost my confidence a little bit, but mostly just because I want to make sure that he trusts me 100%. And he's going to need to this season, and I'm going to need him to this season, so it's good.
Nebraska's preparing to face Algie Brown and Nate Carter. What's the scouting report on the top two running backs right now?
Oh man, I'd say I hope to say speed and power. Algie's a bruiser. I hopefully can, when I get into the secondary, I feel like that's my, my strong suit is when I get through that first line and can make a cut. I hope that it's being versatile and honestly, I think like durable. I think Algie's a bruiser and he punishes linebackers sometimes. And I think the two of us when we work together, I think it's good because he can come in and kind of bruise some people, and then I can hopefully kind of cut and run around him. So. There's some big boys out there, especially Nebraska. So hopefully that's our scouting report, and hopefully that's what we're working on. That's what we worked on all summer is explosiveness and speed and power. And so I think we'll be ready for them, and I think that's where we're at. So.
Have you envisioned the moment you run out of the tunnel at Lincoln Memorial Stadium 24 days from now?
I've thought about it a lot. I don't know if I've really envisioned that, but there's so many good venues we play at this year. Like I'm just super excited about it. And I've been thinking a lot more about during the game stuff, so just getting that first carry or, hopefully breaking a big run. That's something I've worked for, for years now, literally for years now. And, hopefully, pull off some victories. I think that's going to be the really sweet part, is there's so many guys in this team that, you see them play the way they play, make a big play, even some of the walk-ons here, Mitch Juergens, for example, if I see him make a big play, I'm just as excited for him as if, make a big run. And it's the same thing for Kurt Henderson, and everyone on the team. Tace makes a good run. You're just excited. And so I've envisioned a lot, and it's not just about me running the tunnel, but it's also, coming out with some big wins and some big venues. So,
are you ready for your moment?
I am, absolutely, 100%.
Nate Carter, BYU Football All Access with BYU Sports Nation. Thanks, Nate.